Hello, hello.
Hello! Second video for
Yeah.
today.
Today, well, what I'm going to talk about, Madeleine says I don't talk enough, so
I talk too
my
much.
turn. We're going to talk about vision boards and inspiring people to make them and why it's good to make them, and maybe just a little bit of testimonies about what we've found once we've done that. My personal experiences with vision boards has been pretty awesome. I sold a car about 2 years ago, and I sat without a car for a long time, and I eventually made my own vision board, and I put a car on there. I didn't get the car that I had, that hasn't manifested yet, but it's still on my vision board. And
But
like
you got
holidays,
a car.
yes.
She got a car.
Holidays, I wanted to
For
go
free.
yes.
A very good car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I had it on my vision board. It says in Habakkuk 2 verse 2, it says, write down the revelation and make it plain on tablets so that a herald may run with it. What is a herald? It used to be like a newspaper, right? So you need to make your dreams and your visions. Well, I would suggest, number one, go and sit down and decide what it is that you want to do. What it is that you're trusting God for. What is your vision? What is your purpose? What do you want to do? What do you want to become? Where do you want to go? I mean, I want to go to... I've got lots of places on my... You have a look on my...
Last year she didn't finish telling you. She's jumping here and there, but she said holidays. Tell them about your holidays.
Yes, and towards the end of the year, 3 holidays.
She said she wants lots of holidays for that year, last year.
And it didn't necessarily cost me a cent. One did, but it's not... I really wanted to go on family holidays. When I grew up, we went on holiday every April. We would go down to the sea. And we hadn't been away for a while, and so I decided that I wanted to start having holidays and going on holidays. So I put it on my vision board. But so what I've done is... Yes, what I've done is I have taken... I don't know if you guys can see.
Yeah. She'll put it in the pictures also when we finish.
Yes, we'll put a photo. But so if you have a look here... Maybe, sorry,
I'll hold it and she can explain.
Okay, yes, I can tell you. So, that's the body that I want.
She's got that
The one I
body.
need. My attitude, I want it to be positive. There I stuck a sticker that says I plan to create. I've got the burning truth, which is I want the truth and the revelation of the Bible to be... I want to know it, and I want it to burn inside of me. Live, laugh, love. Well, I love laughing, but sometimes we stop living. We get so carried away with the day-to-day stuff that we don't enjoy life. I want to enjoy every day. I want my day to be, every day to be special. Why can't it be special?
Yeah.
So I've got here, find your happy place. I've got hashtag Fit Madeleine, and I started exercising last year, which I never thought would ever happen. It's been curbed slightly since we're on lockdown, but don't worry, we will get back to that.
Yeah.
The healing power of God. So, I want to pray for people, and I want all of the people that I pray for to be healed.
She has done it.
So I've got to kick your credit cards into check. I need to pay my credit cards off. So that's a vision. Pay it forward. It's being good to people, being nice to people. I want to be a generous giver. I want to be good to people. I've got the fountain of life. I've got joy there. I've got live streams. I want blueprints from heaven. Oh Lord, I need lots of blueprints of what it is that I should be doing, what I should be creating, what my life should be, where I should be. Exercise. I've got here all of the people that I would like to attend their conferences. I've got Ian Clayton. I've got Dr. O. I have got I said Justin, didn't I?
Yeah, you did, Justin Abram.
I've got my holidays. Oh, good Lord, I want to go to Bora Bora, and I want to go to Hawaii, and I want to... So if this gives you any idea of what it is, that this is what I'm trusting God for. This is my vision, and this is what I want to manifest in this year. So when I made this, I made a book as well.
Yeah.
So when I write down my notes, I can also plainly see it. So when I pick it up, I can automatically see. I've been saying to the Lord, I don't know which is the right way and which is the wrong way, which direction I should be going, and which... So I found this specific little sticker very It indicates my question of where is it that I should be. On my vision board, I've got a little camera there, a camera spool that indicated, I've been procrastinating about starting a YouTube channel forever. And that's one of the things that has manifested this year. There's so many things that you can put on there, but it's what are you dreaming? God says that we should have dreams.
Yeah.
What is your dream? Do you want to become a teacher? Do you want to become a pastor? Do you want to travel the world? What do you want
You don't
to
have
manifest?
to be a pastor.
No, but I mean, what is it that you want to manifest in your life?
Yeah.
So this is mine, and this is what I've put on it, and I would like to
So
motivate
some of
you.
the stuff might sound ridiculous on Joy's board, right? You think all the crazy things that she wants. Why would she want
why
that
not?
expensive holidays or that? God
It
says.
doesn't have to be expensive
right?
holidays. I just wanted to get away from home.
He says he wants to do far over and above that you can imagine.
Yeah.
So a vision board is seeing stuff that you would like.
It's
By
almost like
faith.
like faith on a board. It's almost putting your faith onto a piece
It
of
is
paper.
by putting your faith on.
Let me give you a testimony. I had before we bought this house, we lived in a townhouse, and we'd come and we'd had a look at this house, and we decided that this specific house we wanted to buy. So I went onto Google Drive and I downloaded a picture of it, and I printed it and I put it on my fridge. And I remember walking past the fridge the one day, and it must have been about 18 months after I had put this on my fridge. And I thought to myself, you're so stupid. Why have you got this on your fridge? And I was at the point of taking it off and tearing it up. And within 3 weeks of that specific thought, my husband we had arranged to have the house fixed up, and we'd moved in after that. But that picture was on my fridge for 18 months. And when I would look at it and I would see my thoughts would start to run, and I'm not going to lie to you, sometimes there was doubt about it, but it's not about my faith. And so the point is, the point that I'm trying to make is that make known what your hopes and your dreams and your visions are, and make it clear for people to see. I've got a thing written on the back door that we did with Johanna Madeleine. And a lot of times I'll see my mom standing there and she'll be reading all of the wild things I've written on there. And I'm sure she thinks, oh dear Jesus, help this child of mine. But it's a reminder of what I'm working towards. It's a reminder of, like I desperately would like a body like that, make no mistake.
Oh, she's got the body. She just has to see herself like that, then it will happen.
But, yes, but that is what I want. And so last year, I thought to myself, well, this is when Madeleine phoned me and she said to me, are we going to start exercising? And I thought, and I'll be honest, for the first 3 weeks, I didn't want to exercise.
She had lots of excuses. Oh, I'm not feeling so good today.
I 25 reasons a day about why I did not need to exercise. But the point of the matter is, if that's on my vision board, then I need to start working towards getting to that. So what am I doing to put the momentum in place to get to where I want to be? And we started exercising, and at the beginning of this year, I woke up one day and I thought to myself, the first 2 months I would wake up in the morning and I would dread going to exercise. I don't know what it is that I dreaded about exercise, or that was so terrible to me, or that was, but I just, and one day I woke up and I thought, I actually enjoy it.
The mindset, right?
So that is my motivation to you, right?
And that's not all. She had some project with Renelle that she had to do for business. And that's also a vision. That's part of the visions that God gave her, and the desires in her heart, because he says, listen, you don't have your own desires. God gives you those desires. Mm-hmm. If you like to work with children, it's because God gave you the desire to work with children. If you are a very person that look after old people, that's something that God put there. Yeah. So,
you need to find what fulfills you. Because at the end of the day, if you are not fulfilled, you go through life being miserable. So what is it, and I must be honest, I got involved with the orphans about 3 or 4 years ago, and something happened, and I got really hurt in the process, and I withdrew from it. But I remember right in the beginning when I started having something to do with the orphans, I'm telling you, I had the satisfaction within my soul that I didn't know existed, because I was finally doing what it is that I had been called to do. So, not everybody can be an accountant. Not everybody can, well, my husband says I can't paint to save my life, which I suppose is partially true, but not everybody can be a painter. Not everybody can be... But God has created you specifically to be something, someone special.
And I want to say what the Lord showed me one day in a vision for Dani and for Joy, because by saying it, I'm also establishing it in the spirit. Because when I'm saying it, the angels run with it and they start shifting and moving and doing, because that's God's will. I saw in a vision, I saw her and her husband stand next to each other, and I saw he was giving her money, but he kept on giving her money, and the money in his hand was like stacks. It didn't stop. It was just giving her money, and as he's giving her money, she's just buying orphanages everywhere. And then I go, all goosebumps now, but because that was what God showed me, and I couldn't remember that she ever told me about any orphanages or something. And when I said that to her, she said, "Oh, you're reminding me of a very deep down secret that I buried I actually buried that dream because of disappointment."
We created a business about 5 or 6 years ago, and my business partner and I decided that we would fund charities, and one of them we would start an orphanage called Share Joy.
You see, even the
and I'd stopped dreaming about that. I'd stopped. So I've got it back on my board. I've got 5 little babies in a cot. My husband would think I want quintuplets. No, I don't. I'll do twins. I don't know about the quintuplets, but the purpose of that is to remind me of the children that don't have parents.
Yeah.
And orphans, they because there are so many of them, I think they grow up that they feel unloved, unwanted, not special.
Yeah. No, you can't love all the children, but you can love some of them.
Oh, well.
Maybe a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
So, that's
we just praise God for visions. You know what? There's dreams and secrets inside of you. There's things that when you were still young, you maybe dreamed of. I've heard something about a young girl that always dreamed of being a mommy. And now she's a mommy and it's like a dream come true. I know that doesn't sound like much ambition to people. But that was a God thing in her.
But to be a good mommy
that's
is so what do you want to do with your life? What is I still feel like I'm not exactly sure where I'm supposed to be with God, or but I'm taking the steps to get to the places that I've put on my vision board.
And your file? What about
my file's in the car? So I need to. Ronelle wanted me to make a file of my businesses that I want, and what I need a business plan, and I need goals, and I need a vision, and I need skills development, and I've had to compile a file of what it is that I want to do with each one of those items, and where I see myself in a month from now, in a year from now. Dr. O says, when we were at his conference last year, he said that we must have a year plan, a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan, a 50-year plan, a 100-year plan.
Yes,
what is your plan? If you don't have a plan and a vision, what is it that you are living for?
Yeah.
And this is fun, guys. I love making stuff like this. So I encourage you guys today. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You can cut your pictures out of books, out of magazines. I got a hardcover book that you can start with that. You can start with a piece of cardboard. My first vision board was, I've got it, but it's very humpy-dumpy because it wasn't a proper board. But it was there and it served its purpose.
Yeah, my house is full of vision boards. So I'll also put mine underneath in the comments just to show you what we're doing. Some of my things that happen. Last year was one of mine. Was my heart's desire is to see my children baptized. I'm getting emotional now, but one of them did get baptized last year. So I'm so happy about that, and I'm looking forward to baptizing the other 4. so that they can be in the kingdom. Oh, because I want them to experience everything that God has for them. And I know His timing is the perfect timing, so it will happen. I'm just standing on that vision board. I'm looking at it and I'm going, thank you, Lord. Thank you. And thank you. My children are sold out to you. They love you with their whole hearts. They walk in their destinies. They earth movers, atmosphere changers. They just make the difference. They are innovators. They create jobs. And I'm speaking this, and what we didn't say with your vision board is it's important to have declarations over your family. You know, stuff that you want them to see over their lives happen. You speak that life. You just write it down and speak it over them. I still need to be more diligent in that, because I start out so good and then I do it for 2 weeks and then I forget and then I do it again and then I forget, and I'm trusting God to help me to be more diligent about speaking all these beautiful things over them. I actually, the other day, I made a video, a voice recording. I first wrote out all how I see them in God, everything about them. Yeah. And then I made a voice recording and I sent it to them. And I said, your mom is your biggest supporter and cheerer, honor of my daughters and my sons and my grandchildren. And I said, listen to this, because this is life where I'm speaking over you. And the more you listen it, the more you will believe it. So we know in our country at this moment, I'm not going to speak negative, but it's not so easy for certain people to get jobs, depending on what race or color you are. And I'm just trusting God for the impossible, that they will have their own businesses, that they will flourish, that they will be job providers and creators, and that they will change the world. That's my dream for them. And I know that's God's dream for them too. So I wanted to I don't know if there's something else you want to add, Joy.
I just wanted to say that, a mother's role in their children's life is so, so, so important. Don't ever throw anything away because you are a housewife or a stay-at-home mommy, you are the person that instills inside of them the godly principles. Yeah. And I can't stress it enough. You can be the change in your children's life. Yeah. So don't ever throw away the fact that you might just be a housewife.
Don't look at how they act now. It doesn't matter how they react. The word says what you sowed in them, they will come back to that. Yeah. So we stand on their promises. God said to me, I will carry your children from afar on my hip and I'll bring them from the north. That's promises that I stand on. But I just want to say this verse that Joy read now in the Hebrew. We had actually a lady taught us the Hebrew meaning of it, and it's so beautiful. So I'm not going to do the whole thing like she did it, because it will take too much time. So it will be awesome if you go study Habakkuk 2 verse 2 in the Hebrew. If you have a Strong's Concordance, go look up the words of what it actually means, what God is really saying to you about your vision. And after she said it, I wrote that meaning down. That it says in the normal, it says, write down your vision, make it plain for everyone to see, that those who read it can run with it. That's the one translation. Yeah. So those who read it can run with it. So why do we put it on the board? So that people can see it, and when some will go, please, but who cares what other people think?
It's not about what other people think. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not yet seen.
So we're putting that faith that we want on a board. We're manifesting it already on the board. Yes. So the scripture in Hebrew says, write down your oracle or prophecy to take it into the strength of the house of authority, the heavenly places, so that it can hook itself. So Jesus prayed and he said, as it is in heaven, let it be on earth. So when you do this, it says it hooks what is in heaven and it brings it to earth.
Like an umbrella, yeah.
It hooks it. So when you put it on a board, that's like a hook that you're putting, and it bringing manifesting. Some of us want to know, how do you manifest stuff from heaven? No, that's one of the ways. It says, write down your oracle or prophecy to take it into the strength of the house of authority, so that it can hook itself into the boundary or space in heaven, so that it can run its desired journey to take it back to its first strength of beginning. Wow, that purpose and plan that God had from the beginning. Write down what's in your heart so that you can take it into the strength of the house, so that it can have its desired outcome from heaven, from where it has come from the beginning. That's the whole meaning of a vision.
And I just want to reiterate, what your heart's desires are, who do you think put them there? Often I used to think, but we don't know if that's God's will. Or I don't know if it's there. God's put it there.
Yeah.
So, guys, I challenge you today to go and to make your own vision boards.
We would love to see it.
Yes, please post a picture down below of
what. If you have one, show us.
Yes.
If you already have one.
What is your vision? What is your dream? What are you hoping for, guys? Without vision and dreams, you've got nothing to live for.
My people lack because of knowledge, but also vision, right?
Yeah.
Because, there's people that's saying, the world's going to be destroyed. The rapture is going to come any day now. It makes us so without vision. Like, we have nothing to look forward to.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, we're going to be here for a very long time. I don't see any rapture coming. Yeah. So,
all right, guys.
Have a blessed day. Have an awesome day.
Yes.
You're so blessed.
Send us your pictures. We love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.